Hi everybody, Kung Hei Fat Choi. So here we are in 2020 and today is super magical day because it's the 2nd of February, so it's 0202 and then 2020. So I wanted to use this magical day to give some insights into this Chinese New Year of the rat. So we know that 2020 itself is going to be a really amazing chance for change and opportunity to evolve and do new ways of doing things. But the fact that it's the year of the rat kind of is an added bonus to that, because the rat is the first year in the next 12 years of the animal cycle. So the 2020, the new decade, we started with the Aquarius new moon, and then the rat, which is the first year of a new 12-year cycle. All in all makes this year such a year of wonderful opportunities if we're ready to take them. So if you know the story of the Chinese New Year's and how they got their names, I'm just going to briefly tell you how the rat came to be first. So the gods, saw the animals arguing, I want the new year named after me, I want the new year named after me, and all the animals were arguing, and the gods said, look, have a race, and the race will be across land and water, and everybody will get an opportunity to shine and be their best, and whoever wins, we'll just go in order. That's who will get the year named after them. So off they go, and everybody's racing, and at some point the dragons win, and at some point the monkeys win. It's all like that. And then it gets to the water. They're crossing a stream, and at the end of that stream, whoever gets to the riverbank is going to win the race. And the ox was in front, so the ox is going, and the rat, who was behind, saw an opportunity to perhaps get ahead a little, and so he asked the ox, can I have a ride with you? And the ox is very kind, and the ox said sure. And so the rat jumped onto the ox's shoulders and got a ride across the river, and just as the ox was going to reach the bank, the rat kind of jumped over his head and onto the bank and became the winner of the race. So that's, the gods saw that, and they were like, you know what, you used your very clever mind and tactics, and you were forward thinking, and you won the race. And so that's what this year really is going to be about. It's about the endless opportunities that will come, and if you are ready, if you're prepared, if you're aligned, if your body's aligned and ready to go, and your spirit's aligned and your mind's there, so many opportunities will present themselves and you will be able to take them. So the downside of the year is that if you're not ready and the opportunities come, you will just keep letting them pass by, and you're going to miss out on some really great stuff. So so get yourself ready. Be ready to be ready, as Esther Hicks would say. Okay, so I wrote a few notes down here that I just want to make sure that I cover everything for you. So out with the old, in with the new. So if you have a way of doing things, and this is the way you've always done it, and it's always worked, and it's not going to fly this year, you want to be innovative. You want to be creative. Try something new. Try doing something in a different way. Try listening to somebody else the way that they do it and getting re-inspired. Yeah. So, out with the old, in with the new. So a new way of building and restructuring. So the rats is heralding in this year of change. Change can happen quickly, can happen overnight, or it can happen slowly, with dedication and commitment. So however it is for you, but change is inevitable. So embrace it and enjoy it and move with it. Move with it. Strengthen your ability to recalibrate. So I went to see Esther Hicks on January the 4th, and the main theme of her talk was about our ability to recalibrate. And I thought about my GPS system, that when I, if I plug in somewhere, this is where I want to go, and then it goes wrong, I go and take a wrong turn, I go, down this way instead of that way, my GPS is not freaking out. It's just sending me a message saying, recalibrate, recalibrating, recalibrating, redirecting, getting back on track, recalibrating. So whatever skills you have to do that is important, yeah? Being able to let go of something that happened, recalibrate. So for me, my biggest practice is Kundalini Yoga, a mantra, a pranayama, get me centered back into where I'm heading, where I want to be, which is elevated. Okay, so recalibrating. Okay, so here's some qualities of the rat which we would do well to embody this year. They're lively, they're fun, they're energetic, they're good leaders, they're good in relationships, fabulous business owners, they make really good financial decisions, they're idealistic, opportunistic, they're competitive, as we heard in the story, they're very social, yeah, so think about rat pack. They don't fly well on their own, even though that rat did. They like to be together in a pack. Yeah, so think community, family, extended family. They think outside the box. They're efficient. They're focused. They're keen. They're great problem solvers. So embody some of these qualities and enhance those qualities that you already have. What else? It's the rat is really an earth. It's kind of an earth sign. It's influenced by earth, but it's actually a metal element. So metal, the highest form of that would be gold. So the ability to transmute, to transform, yeah, the base into into gold. Yeah, like be your own alchemist. You can transform anything. You can transform any energies. Again, the Kundalini practice is so wonderful for that. The metal element is in Chinese medicine, represents the lungs, is represented by the lungs. So it could be, the lungs could be a challenge, the respiratory system could be a challenge, or it's going to be your greatest ally. And you really want to think about keeping your lungs healthy this year. So physically, deep breathing exercises again, Kundalini Yoga, amazing for looking after the lungs. Singing in a choir would be a wonderful thing to do because it's community based and developing the lungs. Being outside, just taking even some moments to do deep breathing every day. Lungs develop our immune system, what in Chinese medicine we call the Wei Qi, and that's your protective field. Stops all those negative stuff coming in and bugs coming in. And right now we're all bombarded with the news of this coronavirus. Then protect your lungs, look after your lungs. Great herb, cordyceps is a really wonderful herb for the lungs, and I'll talk about that later, but you could introduce some of that into your diet. Okay, so, and then the lungs, energetically, emotionally, they hold on to grief and sadness. So when you sigh, you hear somebody sighing, it's often kind of a feeling of sadness. So you want to develop skills to be able to let go of stuff. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be grieving if you've got something to grieve about, of course, but there is actually a healthy, period of time for grieving and sadness, and then there's a healthy time to move on and let some of that go. You don't want it getting stuck into your lungs. So develop your skills for letting, as I said, let that shit go, and see and move forward. Don't hold on to that. That's going to cause trouble this year if you do. So what else? Okay, so if you were going to be writing some intentions, and if you come to class this evening, we're going to write intentions in community, which is super powerful. And then here's your intentions that you could set. Could be around business, could be how you spend your money, invest your time, your resources. Could be how you are going to get together with your community, build your community, attach yourself to a community. Talking of lungs, I need some water. Having good stress relief skills, ways to look after your lungs. These are all ways to set your intentions and move forward. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, this is your year. It's your year to really do well in your business. And if you have a service that's beneficial to people, which most businesses have, then you are community based and your businesses will succeed. All right, so I hope that gives you a little insight and ways to move forward and things to strengthen and develop and things to let go of. And I wish you all a really wonderful new year, new decade, a new life from this point on. Oh, and the colour white is associated with this year, the metal rat. So lots of opportunities to wear white, which again kind of strengthens your auric fields. So I look forward to seeing you this evening or another class or another time this year, and I wish you all the best. Sat Nam, Kung Hei Fat Joy.